Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. This is a channel about crafting, mostly cross stitch, and I'm hoping that the sound is good. We all know that's something that I've struggled with to make my videos sound correct. Anyway, it is a Wednesday night. I literally got home 30 minutes ago. It has been it's been a long week. We had our second grade musical today, which if you don't know, I'm currently teaching second grade. So we decided to stay after school. We don't normally get out. Our contract hours are until 3:30, and the musical, we had to be already in our classrooms at 5:15. And so we just decided to, as a team, get dinner, eat there, and that's what we did. So we just stayed at school. My kids stayed with me because two of my kids go to the same school. So anyway, I'm here now. I was not going to record this Flosstube, but I've been really motivated lately to keep up the channel. I finally hit 1,600 subscribers. So welcome to all of you newbies. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to get in a whip parade soon. I also want to do like a Haid collection. I feel like I did one, but I think I had it in my head to do one and then I never did. And not my kitted up or my started Haids, just my Haids that I haven't gotten to yet. Ones I know I did a like houses collection, I feel like I did. And I'd also like to do a full stash dive so you guys can see my collection and things that many things that I'll probably never get to in my lifetime unless I retire in 10 years. Which, not saying it's not impossible, but you know. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here, keep up with my weekly Flosstube, hopefully edit this tonight, get it up tonight, and then be on track because it's been exactly a week since my last video, so that I could get back to posting weekly. I miss you guys. I miss talking with a bunch of you guys. I miss posting the videos. I just miss it all. So yeah, let's get started. Let me move this bag first. I have no haul this time, so this is going to go a lot quicker, at least I think. I always say that, and then before I know it, it's at 45 minutes. But there's no haul. I've been really holding back. I have a couple of, again, I haven't entered designs in on my wish list. I think there's 3 right now. One is a Jeremiah Kettner, is it Kettner? That I've been eyeing since the last time I bought some Heaven and Earth designs, and I just haven't. One is Simply Meant to Be. I saw, I think, Sean from Lost in Books and Floss. I think that's where I saw it, and then I immediately wanted it and I still haven't bought it. Just has so much full coverage, and I have a bunch. Let me show you guys really quick. These are all full coverages that are kitted that I haven't started, and then there's more up here, and then there's another row on top of that that's just regular kits, and then on top of the shelf, like on top there's some more of these that are just other things that are kitted that I haven't gotten to yet. I really want to start. Did I take it out? I think I put it back. What's it called? Maiden. It's a Native American maiden from Joan Elliott. Let me just get it. Oh, please. And then my vacuum cleaner, the bottom thing stopped spinning. They were, when I went to buy it, they were out of sharks. And so I bought this thing. It was the same price as a shark. And I've had it like 3 months and it stopped working. It's like Innova something. And it stopped fucking working. Can't find the booklet for it. Every time I put the thing down, the rolling brush just stops and it completely loses suction. No idea. And all these vacuums are like, never lose suction. Crock of shit. I bought a cheapy little vacuum cleaner that worked for like a year, and then it kind of just stopped working very good. It was like 40 bucks. Anyway, sorry, interruption. This. She has this book called Native American Cross Stitch, and this is like the first pattern in the book, and I need to copy it because for some reason I never copied the photo. I mean the chart. And I don't want to work in the charts in the book, but the chart goes across 4 pages, 2 for the top and 2 for the bottom. I know that I'm going to make some substitutions because it calls for 3 colors of Krynic that I'm probably not gonna do. And like looking at it, I can't figure out where the cry neck is. I think I see where the silver cry neck is. Actually, no, it's the moon. The whole moon is stitched in cry neck. Let me show you. Because there's a moon. This is the actual pattern. So it's, yeah. There's a moon behind her here. And this whole thing is stitched in cry neck. And then she's got like stuff in her hair. And it's got trimming in like silver cry neck. You can just make out like the iridescent of it. And I don't want to stitch all that. I actually, there is a, what is this stuff called? Sulky. This. I'm using this in this. Pretty tiny about my plans. We'll go into whips in a bit. On this chart, I haven't worked on this. This isn't part of the thing, but I just want to show you what it looks like. And I feel like it'd make a good substitution. Well, maybe not, because it's more gray. But look at the variegation. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And I'm doing just rows like this. And I think it would look amazing on there. If I got maybe like a more yellow tone sulky. This I ordered. This is probably way too much for this chart. I'll put that back in a second. But I think it's going to be really pretty on there. There's two different shades. But I think if I just do, well, there's three shades. I think if I just do the whole back, all this light, so there's like a more white color here, like a pale yellow here, and then like the beige outer. I think if I just did these two in the more like whitish pale yellow color, and this in a beige with the shapes in the same beige, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because I am not gonna stitch. Doesn't even look like cry neck the way they did it on this fabric, but that wasn't a good fabric choice for that because it kind of mutes it out. Well, maybe that was the whole purpose, but I don't like that. So that's what I've been thinking. And I have this piece of Handed by Rolanda 18 count Aida that I want to do. As far as I can tell, there's no half stitches. I don't like doing half stitches on Aida, and I like this for it. I think it's gonna look nice, and I'm only missing like 3 flosses in that one, so I think it'll be a good choice. That one is what I've been thinking about starting. Hey, gumball, stop. And I can't get, what's it called, Grand Library out of my head. I have it. Haven't done, I'm picking up a mess I dropped. I have it and haven't done it, haven't started it, haven't nothing with it. I can't get it out of my head, and I'm thinking that I want to do it. I have a lot. I get really into a project and I'll do it like hardcore for about a week. A week is like my cap before I want to switch it out and do something else, or take it off my Q-snap. Sometimes I could do a lot of work, and then once it comes off my, not my Q-snap, my Lowry, once I take it off my Lowry, I'm like done. I'm like, okay, new project. I also wish I could keep all of them on Q-snaps. I wish I had more Q-snaps to keep them all on a Q-snap so that I didn't have to constantly be switching them out. I've got about 8 Q-snaps, maybe 10, somewhere between 8 and 10 Q-snaps, and it's not enough. Anyway, my most recent project, my freaking cats are pissing me off. My most recent project is Lila's Studio Halloween Quaker, and now I understand why this took Michelle Bendy so long. It's super dense. It doesn't look like it, but this is taking for freaking ever, and I think it's just because there's a lot of color changes, more so than I am used to doing a Quaker, because the Quakers I've done them in like a variegated thread, so I never had to change colors. So I would cut my thread really long and do as much as I could with the single thread. But this, I don't know. I am still enjoying it. Right now I'm working down in here. So this time when I picked it up, I finished this motif. It wasn't done. I did the candle. I did this little motif. I started stitching this big guy here. I did all of this trick-or-treat part right here. And I think that's it. Everything else was stuff that I had before, which I don't think is much. I started in the middle-ish, and I think I only got the witch. Yeah. See, I haven't done a lot. This is all I have. So this last time I had half of this shape done, and I didn't have any of the yellow or these, I don't know, whatever these are. So I did those, this whole gold part, the bottom, then I had a stitch the rest of the skeletons. I did this whole motif here, the trick-or-treat, and then I've done this entire thing, all of these small motifs here as well. And then I was, for some reason, getting really frustrated doing this because it's taking forever. This is only like half of it. And then I was working my way over here, and I was wanting to come over here more, but I've been trying to stay in the 2 pages that I've already started because I don't want to start a new page. But the way that I have the pattern position on here is I have to keep coming this way because I don't have any room left on this side to move the Q-snap more. Well, that's it, unless I sew fabric on, because I think I moved it. I was like running into the edge, so I had to move the Q-snap, but I think I'm gonna have to sew some edges on it. I have some extra fabric in here to kind of help hold it in because, yeah. And the ghost took forever too. You can tell I kind of messed up here in the middle. My stitches don't look like they're going the same way that way, but I was trying really hard to railroad each and every one because white stitches suck. This is done in mostly Classic Colorworks, I think. Yeah, mostly Classic Colorworks. Lots of 310, and then I did sub one of them for Mystical Diamond Art because for some reason I thought I didn't have that floss, but I do. And then I'm doing this on the Stitch Me's Fall in 16 count Ada. So it's got these, it's like a muggy brown color with pops of orange. It's not even showing up well on the camera, but that's what it looks like. Tiny hints of green in it, but I really like it. I think it's perfect for this piece, and it's gonna look amazing once it's done. The colors are just popping off of it, and I absolutely love that. So there's that. That's what I've been working on lately. I think I don't know, I'm torn because I kind of still want to work on it, but full coverage is just screaming my name right now. Then I pulled out, again, I have no idea where I was last time on any of these because if I have a photo, I'll put it and it would have shown. But I wasn't stitching for so long, and then when I was only working on one piece, which was the 2020 Friends and Family sale, which I shared a long time ago. I was consistently just working on that piece because I was obsessed with it, and that was the only thing I did for months when I did stitch, and then there was months where I didn't stitch at all. So, you know, I just started stitching again consistently the last 3 or 4 months maybe. Before that I wasn't stitching. Actually, no, I would say the last 6 months or so. Before that it wasn't as consistent. I started falling off a lot. I was just doing like a little bit here and there, and then I took a break before this last bout, like a 2-month break, and then this last time I picked it up again because we moved here in May. Yeah, we lived here for 7 months already. Well, December 21st will be 7 months that we've lived here. So anyway, this was another one that I did a little bit of work in. This is Dream of the Wolf Maiden. This is a chart by Artisy, and the artwork is from Gloria West. I'm obsessed with Gloria West. If you guys are OGs, you know that I used to license her art for diamond paintings. It's just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So I had all of this part done. I have no idea. I worked on this 2 days, and each of those days I got about 300 stitches each. The only reason I know this is because I work in it in Pattern Keeper, and I happened to look to see how many stitches I was putting in each time. And then I am right here working in this area here just because that was the side that my Lowry, where it was sitting and how it was most comfortable to stitch. Otherwise I probably would be up here. doing more of the blue up in the moon and stuff because I haven't started the moon yet. I've got all this blue corner done into her feather, but I haven't done any of the white up here. So I stopped up until the white, and I got it kind of come out a little bit. Here I have some specks of white coming in, and then I started coming down. I'm doing that part, and I can't really tell what this is yet on the fabric. Duh, words are hard today. I can't tell what this looks like on the fabric yet. You can see the colors, but it's not coming together as a picture yet, if that makes sense. So this is what it looks like. Even this it's not moving anything. I need to get a different piece of fabric here because that one's just not cutting it. This is what it looks like, and I did all of this down here, all of this here. Some of these lighter stitches I was coming in and doing. It's kind of started coming up here a little tiny bit, but mostly these colors here. It was that sunset. Then you can kind of see where the moon is coming in here in this area. It's getting there. You know, when you put them side by side, you can tell. One thing I love about Artisy is the way that they do the mock-ups. They're a more attainable size in my brain than a Heaven and Earth design because they're not so ginormous. I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida, and my finished piece is going to be about 12.5 by 17, which is a super average normal size of artwork to me in my brain. If you're watching Gemma, I can't remember what her channel is called, but I know on Facebook her name is Gemma. She just did that huge piece. I can't remember what it's called either, but it's the pillars and the fountain in the middle with the swans. She shows the whole thing on YouTube, and it's amazing. She did it on 14 count Aida, and it's bigger than her. I don't see myself doing any of that. So that's what I did there. I didn't do much of it, and I started this in April of this year. That's how I keep track of things. Not fancy, don't use planners and all of that stuff. Then this is where I ended up getting to on, I believe I do have a picture of where I was at last time on this one, so I'll put it up if I do. This is what I ended up doing with that. So I think I completed this room. Did I need something? Oh no, I'm missing 2 colors for some reason. So I need to get those, and that's what's gonna go like in here. I don't know if this is a Bunsen burner, but it looks like one to me. That's what's gonna go on the bottom. And there's a couple of, like, this book isn't filled in for some reason. I don't know. So I'm just missing those things. This is Invisible Man. It reminds me of Hollow Man, the movie that Kevin Bacon made. The colors just not having it. Then I started coming up here and do the mummy room. The mummy room I'm stitching in DMC satin because I wanted it to have, you can't see it on camera because it's dark and the lighting sucks, but it looks so freaking cool. It's like a more that piece is fat in there, and I don't like that. It's a more shiny hue, and it looks so cool in person. Like, you can't see it on camera, but it's gonna look, I'm gonna do the whole room. I was only gonna do the sarcophagus in the satin, but then I thought about it and I was like, I'm just gonna do the whole room because I want the jewels and everything else the same. And then I started on Elvira's room too. Here, this is the vanity, the candle holder, and then I can't remember what those are. Oh, they're candles. They're already done and backstitched. The little wick. What? It's a bendy straw. Oh, it has a leopard on it. What are you showing me?
It's clean.
Oh, okay. It's holding a balloon. Okay. It's a cool cup because you don't have to twist it. You just go boop.
It doesn't smell.
It still smells like, yeah, it does. I still smell it. You can't smell it?
I can smell it like a tiny bit.
I don't think it's going to affect the flavor. I think it just needs to air out. I think if you leave the lid off for a little bit, it'll be fine. Not here. Go put it on by the sink. I guess. I said Elvira. I meant Bride of Frankenstein. I think there is an Elvira room as well. Yeah, she's the one laying on the couch. All I remembered was the hair. This is what it looks like. And so you can see I started the vanity. And I'm missing this gray, I think. That gray and an orange is what it's like some weird reason. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, I was getting bored with this. And I figured, you know what? I can just do both at the same time. When I move it, though, I really need to come up here and start stitching this. Because I don't want to save that for last like I did last time. I did like more than half of it. And then I was so irritated with it that I did the rest of the pattern and saved the rest of the top for last. And I hated it. I was not happy with myself for doing it that way. I was frustrated. And then, like, I mean, obviously it looks amazing, but it just is what it is, you know. Let me see. I read a book called The Burning. That book was really cool. I don't have it here. I had to read it for school. It's about a little girl and her mom who moved to a new town because of some incident that happened. Her dad ended up dying, and then this incident happened, so they moved, and she ends up living in this really old house that ended up having this whole kind of history behind it, where there was witches that lived there, and she finds out this whole entire thing. Then she finds like a locket in the attic and ends up having like visions from like the spirit of the witch being tied to the locket. It ended up being really cool. I had to write a book report on it, and it was a really cool book. So I read that, and then I never finished Hunting Prince Dracula. Thinking of starting it over because it's been so long and I'm more than halfway through and I don't remember parts of it. And so I don't know, I'm gonna read a couple pages and see if it starts coming to me, and if not, then I'm gonna start it over. But I absolutely love these Carrie Maniscalco books. They're promoted by James Patterson and they're amazing. She's got this one. Stalking Jack the Ripper is another one. The Houdini one, I can't remember what it's called. My daughter left the bathroom open and my cats love to play in there. Anyway, those are kind of my plans. That's what I worked on in this last week. I think I really want to pull something else out. I did pick a fabric for that. I just really want to start Grand Library, but I don't have fabric for it. And I don't have any of the floss. I probably have, I can probably find 20 of the flosses in my stash between what I still have on bobbins and what I have on floss drops. But I know I don't have fabric for it. I don't have any pieces anymore that big. And yeah, I don't know. And then I'm torn, like, should I just work on Once Upon a Fairy Tale instead? Or I know I have World Travel bookshelf as well, and the Grand Library, and I think I bought the Max Color version. I don't know, I'm gonna see. I think if I can be patient, I probably can, because I'll get sidetracked with other things anyway, and wait until after Christmas and see in January, and I might treat myself and purchase everything I need for Grand Library so I can start it, because I know I'm gonna need fabric for it. This is probably the biggest piece of Lugana I have. And this isn't even Lugana, this is Monaco. And this is actually small. But I mean, at one time, this is only 20 by 24. And it's going to be bigger than that. I'll have to look at it and see. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a video on that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I wasn't too all over the place. I know I kind of did it backwards. I normally start with, like, whips, haul, and then plans, and I kind of did it plans and then whips, and there was no haul, but I talked about haul, so I still did that first before the whips. Anyway, doesn't matter. Hopefully this video is under 30 minutes, and hopefully I'm back again next week on a schedule, and we'll see you guys next time.